Join me in today's training day where I do my normal schedule of 3 sessions a day. First one, weights. Second one, on the water. Third one, on the rowing machine, burning on average about 5,000 calories a day. Hello YouTubers and welcome to episode 2 of season 8. Today is slightly different. We're going to unpack this big box behind me. Let me know in the comments below what you think is in this package, because I will be using it in my training day today, but also quite regularly in my training days going forward. So we've got a lot of packages, a lot more than I was actually anticipating, but I guess all the stuff that is shipped has to come in boxes. But as you probably saw, the packages are from Fit. Now it's time to get it all out the boxes and get it set up right about here. And we have finished setting up the gym at Yam Squad HQ, and it's an absolutely amazing opportunity to have. Thanks to Fit for sending out all this amazing gear, but also thank you to you, the Yam Squad, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So again, thank you. And so before we get to using this apparatus, I'll give you a little bit of a tour. So we have the bench for doing bench things. We have the Yam overlooking the apparatus. We have the dumbbells, the trap bar, the bar itself, and obviously the squat rack. We had at some point weights for putting on the bar, but I can't quite see them. I ordered the camouflage ones, but I'm not sure if we'll figure that out. But now it's time to use the apparatus. Lots of weight shifted already, so we're going to shift into tomorrow for a whole training day, starting off with a lovely session in here in Yam Squad HQ gym. So let's get to it. So, starting off the training day with some weights, and generally I do start off my training days with weights because I really feel it does help me in my rowing training. At the very least, it makes it feel like I'm that little bit more able to deal with all of the other parts of the training. So I definitely recommend trying it out and seeing if it works for you. But as always, just because I think rowing helps me doesn't mean it will help you. There are plenty of rowers out there that do very little or no weights and are successful, and on the other hand, there are many successful rowers that do a lot of weights. So figuring out what's best for you. Now, time to go back to finishing up the first workout in the Yam Squad HQ gym. Oh yeah! And there we go, finished up the first session in the Yam Squad HQ gym and finished up first session for today. Just a combination of different exercises. Right now, focusing on higher volume in the exercises as we are entering the start of the season, and then depending on what the aims are throughout the season, probably change that most likely to less volume and higher weight. But for now, it's almost like doing cardio while doing weights, and actually quite enjoy the higher volume side of things. Let me know in the comments below what you like doing. Now on to the next session. And we've got the vessel all ready to go to get on the water here at Strathclyde Park for the second session of the day. Bit windy, but as always, rowing is a rowing sport and we have to deal with the conditions that are given on the day. quite a breezy one this morning, out on the water, nice and steady, basically trying to maintain decent technique in the choppy, bouncy water. So we'll see how we go. So, frustrating session, finished off. Glad I went out there. Goal was to deal or hold the techers in the wobbly water. Did I do that? Probably not, but I have to be able to get out there and practice on that water to be able to really get better at it. So glad I went out. It's just trying to deal with that frustration. Now time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel, and on to the third session of the day. And there we go, 3 sessions complete for the day. Weight session here at Yam Squad HQ, lovely water session at Strathclyde Park, and back to Yam Squad HQ for a lovely little erg to finish off the day. So time spent training through the day, around an hour and a half for the weight session, around an hour and a half for the on the water session, and then 45 minutes on the erg. So about 3 hours 45 minutes for all of training, and that's not including messing around before, preparing, stretching and all that. That's just time spent training. And then calories burnt through the day. Let me just check on my watch or on my phone. Just over 3,000 calories burned during training today. And then add that to my base metabolic rate, so around 6,500 calories that I have to consume today in order to just maintain what I'm doing, so I'm not run down tomorrow, I'm not under fueled for tomorrow, because remember, food is fuel, and that's probably the biggest challenge I have. It's not necessarily the eating part of eating enough food, it's more of remembering and constantly eating so that you can eat enough food, because it can be really easy. You get distracted, you go out and do something, you go to the shops, you go talk to someone, you watch a movie or something, and then you don't eat for maybe an hour or maybe 2 hours, and then it's pushed back the time that you're supposed to eat, and so then that meal has to become bigger because it's combined into smaller meals, and then that becomes harder because it's a bigger meal. It's all a big faff, but it is what it is, and I really enjoy training, and so in order to train as much as I do, I have to eat so I can continue the training, if that makes sense. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, taking you along just to training today. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the training, about my fueling, about anything else related to today, and I'll see you in the next episode.